ये जो एल्बम है इसका सफ़र जो है ना बड़ा लंबा हुआ है. It started back in 2000, almost 2000, and it's been going on since then. I did it, then I stopped, then I restarted it, then I stopped, and it was very difficult for me to get back into music, you know, with Nazir not being there, whatever. But I said, no, I'm going to finish this album finally, and I did. And so it traveled, this album traveled from, इसका सफ़र शुरू हुआ था लंदन में, फिर लंदन से ये गया एल्बम पाकिस्तान, फिर पाकिस्तान से वापस लंदन आया, फिर लंदन से फिर ये वापस आया हिंदुस्तान, फिर वापस हिंदुस्तान से वापस लंदन चला गया. तो इसका सफ़र बड़ा लंबा था. It was like I would have got a lot of air miles if you were getting air miles on this album. I think a lot is happening in music. I think Asian music has really come a long way, and I think it's going to go even further. And like I said, I wanted to do international collaborations. I wanted to take this music beyond the boundaries of the subcontinent, take it outside, let people also hear. जब नाज़िर मैंने शुरू किया था, हम लोग एशियन किड्स रह रहे थे इन लंदन, और उस वक्त बड़ा हार्ड था जब हम लोग, you know, back in 80s, you know, there was so much discrimination, there was so much racism. Really great, you know, working with Bidu, working with so many music producers, international music producers. It taught us a lot. I remember कि हमने एक documentary देखी थी long time ago, BBC पे आई थी. In fact, BBC did documentary on Nazir and me also when we had this success. It was on police sting. Or police had come to India at that time, and they took him to Rhythm House or some music store. And they said, well, this is the biggest time. And they gave him a copy of Disco Divane. And Nazir and me were watching that, you know, with so much avid interest. We were watching and she said, that's my album. That's my album. You know, the police has my album. And it was a great feeling. And, you know, I'm glad, you know, starting that was years ago. But, you know, I hope more, you know, Asian albums are taken seriously and, you know, get the spotlight in the West also. I was not in music at all. I just did not like music. Nazia, on the other hand, she was a star from day one. She was like a mirchi, and usko कहते थे गाना गाना, वो फट करके उठती थी, and she said, I'll sing it. And one day what happened was this other girl was supposed to sing with Nazia, and she was ill. And so they all said कि Nazia के साथ कौन गाएगा? तो Nazia बड़ी जल्दी से उसने कहा कि मेरा भाई गाएगा साथ. And I think that was the changing thing in my life. Okay, from that day onwards, you know, I was forced into singing, and I had to sing. And when I sang, so the producer looked at you know, me and everybody and my sister, and then eventually my mother was standing on the side. She said, "इसकी तो आवाज़ है, ये तो गा सकता है." And we were two Asian kids listening to Capital Radio and Radio 1 and you know, US charts and British charts and this and that. तो हम लोग सुनते थे, बड़े गौर से हम लोग सुनते थे कि how is this? You know, we were like stunned कि ये बड़ी different music है, and slowly we heard so much music, so different kinds of music over there. I think that is one good thing about being in the West. You hear everything over there.
I'm just finalising mixes for the new Zuhaib Hassan album, which is due to come out in India and then internationally. So we're just doing some final changes after a year of working on the production with Zuhaib. We finally reached this stage. It's a great stage to get to, but it's also a critical stage because this is what the public are going to hear. It's always nice to have an album worth of tracks where you feel like there's a journey going through each track, taking you to a different space, a different dimension, even a different era. There's a couple of tracks that have a bit more of a retro feel. Some are quite contemporary, clubby kind of dance tracks, and some are quite more kind of ballad type, sit down and listen to the guitars and the vocals and just chill. And I think to make an album like that is, as wide and as dynamic as that is quite a rare thing these days. A lot of people are just, throwing out one track on YouTube, and, all respect to Zuhaib, he's gone the full distance of making a quality artist album.
Diamond was telling me that he's working on a new project in India with a very famous singer called Zuhaib, and I thought I know the name Zuhaib, and he explained to me it's the famous Nazia and Zuhaib. So from this point he said to me, I'm looking for some different ideas with the songs, and maybe we need some different vocal ideas on there. So I was fortunate enough that I didn't really have to fight for the position, or I didn't have to struggle very much to get this role as a backing singer. He just sent me the material and I loved it straight away. It wasn't just the honour of singing with somebody who influenced me massively in a musical sense, but it was just the fact that it almost fell in my lap. You're a Punjabi, British-born Punjabi, and you sing in an R&B style. You can sing like a girl when you want to. So do anything you want on this and send it back to me. So I sent a few different ideas. I tried some African-style backing vocals and all these mad things that only after I sent them did I realise, oh, maybe they won't like this. But luckily, with Zuhaib being quite a progressive musician, he really liked the fact that I didn't do the expected and typical thing. So from one song I was sent back 5 or 6, and the next thing I knew I was on a plane to Mumbai and we're mixing in Yashraj Studios. So it's been a very interesting experience for me.
सिलसिले हैं शुरू अब हो गए बेकरारियों के, अपनी आंखों से तुमने भर दिया मेरा दिल अब खुमारियों से, हमें अपना बनाने वो है अब लगे, कहीं वादे निभाने वो है अब लगे, सिलसिले हैं शुरू अब हो गए बेकरारियों के।
Nazia, she kept on making us, think that she is going to be fine, and which was not the case, because which we found out later, she was going to die, and तो वो बताना नहीं चाह रही थी हमें, नेचुरली डॉक्टर को मना कर दिया था उन्होंने कि फैमिली को नहीं बताएगा कि जो भी सिचुएशन हो. So the doctor naturally didn't want to tell us, and it's only after her death that we found out. But during when she was alive, Nazia मुझे कहती गई हैं कि ज़ुहैब गाने लिखने चाहिए हमें करने चाहिए, मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हो जाऊंगी, मैं उठ के बैठ जाऊंगी और फिर तुम पछताओगे because अब मैं आगे निकल जाऊंगी and I'll sing all the good songs, and I thought it was a bit out of character because she seemed too happy for a person who's so unwell. But I didn't think two ways about it because Nazia बहुत strong individual थी right from day one, and I kept on writing music at that time. I kept on writing various tracks और फिर मैं लेके जाता था नाज़िया के पास, and I used to say, what do you think? Do you like this track? Is this good? What do you think? And she was very normal. But at the end we found out that she was not going to survive, and she did not, and she passed away. And it left me with 10-15 songs that I did not know what to do with. I had these tracks with me, and naturally music तो मेरे mind पे था ही नहीं उस वक्त. It was the last thing on my mind कि मैं बैठ के अब music करूं. And for many years I just I gave up music. I shut down my studio. I had a small studio. I shut it down. I shut down my life, my musical life, and I concentrated on other things. And it went on, but कहते हैं ना मौसीकी ऐसी चीज़ है कि जब एक दफ़ा आपके खून में आ जाए तो उसको बड़ा मुश्किल, और शोबिज़ बड़े मुश्किल होता है कि आप उसको निकाल दें या फारिग कर दें. Well, I think in anybody's career ये बहुत important होता है कि आपको कोई encourage करे. And I think that little spark in my life was a very dear friend of mine, and superstar of India is Salman Khan. I mean, I've known Salman for almost 25-30 years. And so out of the blue one day, we had not kept in touch, and he just called and he said, Zuhaib, what are you doing? Are you still singing? I said, Salman, I'm not singing. So he said, why don't you do something? Come now, come meet me, sing for my film, sing for the, and he's such a nice guy. I mean, I don't know, whoever I'm sure knows Salman Khan is a really lovely guy. And so he meant it. He really meant it. I mean, he really wanted to. So I thought, fine. I mean, if Salman Khan is inviting you over, I mean, you should go. And also he's a very close friend. So I came down, and I'm glad I did. And he was that little spark in my career again to rekindle the fire. And I've written some songs जो नाज़िया के साथ लिखे गए थे शुरू में, but she's not here to sing them. But she's remembered in those songs. She's very much there, very much a part. I mean, जैसे सब लोग believe करते हैं कि आदमी का ना होना भी वहाँ, it makes no difference, because spiritually, that person is always going to be there. And I believe in that. Nazia is always there with me. And उस वक्त तो मुझे काफ़ी वो, she was my कहते हैं ना best critic, but I miss that. I miss that a lot. So we have a lot of interesting tracks which have evolved and which are part of my life. And whatever I've been through, इसके अंदर एक गाना है, उसका नाम है हिम्मत से. It's about survival. It's about moving on. बहुत सारी चीज़ें लाइफ में होती हैं एक इंडिविजुअल के, बट यू हैव टू कीप ऑन मूविंग ऑन. दैट्स हाउ लाइफ इज़. सबसे पहले जो गाना जो एक्चुअली मेरा बहुत फेवरेट है वो है छोटी खुशियाँ. और ये गाना भी किसी ने एक लिखा था, बट मैंने उसको पूरा अडेप्ट कर लिया था. पहले वो खाली हिंदी गाना था, बट उसको मैंने उसके अंदर English lyrics भी डाले थे. And why I put English lyrics, I tell you. That's basically, I have a friend who's a very big singer. His name is Michael Bolton. And I wanted to do an international collaboration. I wanted to take the music a bit further than what we've been doing so far. And I wrote the song, I played it to him, and he liked it very much. And, he agreed to basically lend his voice on the track. So I think, let's see. I mean, but at the end of the day, people have to decide what it's really like. But I love the song. It's got a great R&B rhythm. It's got a little message in it. And Choti Khushiyan, basically, it's about those little khushiyan and little incidents in our lives that we just don't pay attention to. जो छोटी बातें होती हैं और बहुत important होती हैं. And उसके अंदर I wanted to highlight that as a musician. And I feel because I've lost somebody who's very dear to me. Music and expression should not be obvious. It should be subtle. And they are there. And if somebody sits down and listens to Zuhaib Hassan's new album, he'll say, अच्छा तो ये यादें, अच्छा ये गाना ऐसे था, छोटी खुशियाँ जो है इसके बारे में, हिम्मत से ये album है कि oh, he's been through a lot, his family's been through. So it's all there. It's all there in a little package. as a musician, you know, your experiences and your situation changes you as a person. And when it changes you as a person, it changes your music also. I mean, you could be an artist, you could be a musician or whatever. I mean, actually, you are influenced by whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you experience. And so, naturally, this album reflects a lot of that. And I think I've also grown, and I'm a different person today. But I think this album, it represents Zuhaib Hassan as he is today. Zuhaib Hassan has been through a lot of things. I've lost a sister, I've lost a friend, my professional colleague in life. Been through a lot. Overall, very happy with the album. I am, as a musician. I think Diamond, my producer, is very happy. We're quite satisfied. I mean, we're not 100%. आप किसी से भी musician से पूछें, are you 100% satisfied? They'll say, यार, 99%. That 1% is always, you know, I mean, sometimes even more than 1%. You're always unsure. You always feel that, you know, you could make it better. You could remix it. थोड़ा सा vocal बेहतर हो जाए, थोड़ा सा instrument change हो जाए, कुछ हो जाए. But I think that's over for us. Now we have decided this is it. It's been a long journey, and guess what? You know, this is the album, and I hope the public like it. And even if they don't like it, they should try and hear it, and you know, maybe send me comments on you know, Facebook or something. I love feedback. So thank you very much.
Hi, this is Sonal Chauhan. Here's wishing Zuhaib Hassan all the very best for his new album. Really looking forward to it.
Hi, this is Sanjay Kapoor. Just want to wish Zuhaib all the best for his new album. So just want to wish my friend congratulations, all the best, and I'm sure he's going to create the same magic again. That's the way, Zuhaib. All the best.
Hello everyone, this is Sonu Nigam here. Nazia Hassan and Zuhaib Hassan have been instrumental in influencing an entire generation of music and music lovers. I've been one of them too. And of course, we know that we lost Nazia a couple of years back, unfortunately, but the pleasure of meeting Zuhaib Hassan some time back, and I got to know that Zuhaib Bhai is coming up with a new album, and as a listener, as a music lover, I would definitely want to wait for it, look forward to it. So my heartiest congratulations, Zuhaib Bhai, and all the very, very best to you.
नाज़िया हसन जी को कौन नहीं जानता, और अब बारी है ज़ोहैब हसन. So I want to wish Zuhaib all the very best and a big congratulations for his upcoming album. I hope you guys enjoy listening.
Hi, this is Adnan Sami, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish my very dear friend Zuhaib Hassan all the very best for his new album. I'm sure it's going to rock. All the best, my dear.
All the best, Zuhaib, for your new album. I'm sure this too will rock. God bless you. Take care.